there's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey, there's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw, there's no one that can match me.
My name is Nassim the Dream. I'm a 15-year-old amateur boxer, giving my views and opinions on everything boxing related. I'm here to give you guys consistent, reliable, unbiased commentary. Boxing is my passion, slaying trolls is my hobby. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe. So, according to Boxing News 24, Canelo Alvarez will now be fighting Gennady Golovkin in a trilogy match as opposed to fighting Dimitri Bivol in an immediate rematch. What do I think about this, man? I just think this is a duck move by Canelo Alvarez. Instead of fighting Dimitri Bivol in an immediate rematch, the man who embarrassed you in front of your home crowd, who beat you on your national holiday, you would oppose to fight a old, lethargic, slow Gennady Golovkin who looked bad in his last fight and who just is not the same fighter that used to be as his previous matches with Gennady Golovkin. I mean, I'm going to say Canelo Alvarez, who was 40 years old. No, nobody wants to see this fight except for the rabid cult of Canelo Alvarez fans who view Canelo Alvarez as a god and saying that he was daring to be great. There's no daring to be great. Somebody who's actually daring to be great would take the immediate rematch, considering that this man beat you on your holiday, he embarrassed you in front of your peoples. You would think Canelo Alvarez, who's daring to be great, would become with all this rage, all this fury, wanting to knock Dimitri Bivol's head off for embarrassing him. But instead, you want to fight Gennady Golovkin in a trilogy match. Nobody wants to see this fight, okay? Let's just be honest. Gennady Golovkin, he got hurt in his last fight, and he was losing that fight up to the point where he hurt Ryoto Murata, stunned him badly, and Ryoto Murata, he let the gas off. He started to become wary of the power of Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin slowly broke him down. But even then, when Gennady Golovkin was about to get him out of there, he was like an old man. He can only throw combinations like 1 minute per round. He just looked completely gassed out for the entirety of that fight. He looked slow and wary, man. The miles have taken their toll on Gennady Golovkin. This dude has had 300 and something amateur fights, and it's showing. Nobody wants to see this fight, man. It's an easy win for Canelo Alvarez. It's easy money. It's, how would you say, like Canelo Alvarez says, you want payday? I know that. He just wants payday, all right? Gennady Golovkin, he hasn't done nothing in his career since beating Canelo Alvarez, with the exception of beating Ryoto Murata and losing against Sergey Derevchenko, okay? He didn't fight Jamal Charlo for a unification match or Demetrius Andrade, even though they have both been calling him out. It's ridiculous, man. Canelo Alvarez, we know why he doesn't want to fight Dimitri Bivol, because Dimitri Bivol, he embarrassed him, beat him on his national holiday, and I think that Canelo Alvarez had his spirit broken by Dimitri Bivol. That's why Dimitri Bivol, when he lost that fight, Dimitri Bivol was all calm. He didn't make no excuses. But look at Canelo Alvarez. He made excuses, said that he won the fight. We all know for sure that he lost almost every single round of that fight. I had Canelo Alvarez winning 1 round at best. If you want to be nice, give him 2 rounds. He just was getting outboxed, getting hurt multiple times by Dimitri Bivol. He was getting tired very early on. Got tired in the 5th round. It just looked really bad on Canelo Alvarez. Supposed to be this pound for pound fighter, but you know, Canelo Alvarez is what he does. He's the king of ducking. He's the king of cherry picks. This is a clear cherry pick. I think that Canelo Alvarez was going to stop Gennady Golovkin. He's going to break him down slowly with his power shots, his body shots. He's going to slip almost all of Gennady Golovkin's shots, because Gennady Golovkin, he doesn't have the same speed or defense of Dimitri Bivol. He's going to knock him out in about the 8th or 9th round. This is an easy win for Canelo Alvarez. And Gennady Golovkin has no chance in this fight, let's be honest. He has maybe a puncher chance, and that's it. All right, Gennady Golovkin, in his first fights with Canelo Alvarez, we've seen that he gave Canelo Alvarez so many problems with his jab, his boxing ability, his athleticism, but all those things have started to erode except for his power. And you know, I don't want to see the fight, man, not even for free, because I just know that it's a guaranteed win for Canelo Alvarez. At least when I thought Canelo Alvarez was fighting Dimitri Bivol, I thought that Dimitri Bivol was going to get robbed, but luckily he didn't. He got the win against Canelo Alvarez. So, you know, that being said, though, instead of fighting Canelo Alvarez fighting Benavidez, the Mexican monster, and his WBC interim mandatory, he holds the WBC interim mandatory title, Dave Benavidez, and he's the mandatory. That would be an easy fight to make for Canelo Alvarez, considering he has worked with Showtime, and Dave Benavidez is the boogeyman at 68-pound division. But instead, Canelo Alvarez is not going to fight this dude, because we know why. The pace of David Benavidez fighting Canelo Alvarez is just going to give Canelo so many problems in the ring. All right, he can't keep up with that pace. The fact that Benavidez throws 11 punch combinations, he threw an uppercut, almost 8 punches in a row with uppercut with one hand. All right, the fact that this dude goes down to the body, is extremely aggressive, will not respect the ring, and will be all over Canelo Alvarez. It's not going to give Canelo give Canelo a good of a chance to win that fight. I think that fight is an easy win for David Benavidez. I think he breaks Canelo Alvarez down, wears Canelo Alvarez down, and eventually gets Canelo Alvarez out of there, aiming for 9th round. Because if you're struggling with the pace of Dimitri Bivol, then the pace of David Benavidez is going to be so much worse, because David Benavidez throws so many punches and hits so hard and so accurate and such great punch selection and punch variety. It's just not going to end up well for Canelo Alvarez. If you're getting tired against that dude, you're bound to get massacred like Ronald Ellis or Kyron Davis or David Lemieux. That being said, though, I'm not watching this fight, man. This is one of the biggest deductive moves in the sport of boxing. But this is what we expect from Canelo Alvarez, so it's no surprise. But to wrap this up, this is Not Seeing the Dream, rocking his hairs and his heads asleep. I'll hot y'all with another one. Peace.